Welcome to Loleventvods. These are the best highlights of today's LEC 2025 matchup.
Side for the Neferi, but you have to make sure that this stage one can try and cover
I feel
them.
I'm a little bit too fragile for that these days.
Yeah.
I think there'll be a few broken bones. Humanoid caught out here by Loopy and by Rika. Bukada coming in from the side as well. Kedui trying to get in range. There's the hook. Humanoid might have to burn the flash. Does do so. Loopy flashes for the auto though. Mickey gave him an express ticket to his mid laner's face. We saw BB using a lot back at MSI last year, picking that Galio into the Rumble. You can just negate so much of what he does.
Yeah, the fact you've got that magic resist shield is absolutely great, but even the taunt being able to reduce the amount of damage works well. But we're looking at this dragon. Razork spots that this is going down, but nobody really on the map. They've already kind of reset to move up towards this top side. As Razork going to hover in towards mid. Pac-Mate's going to give away, though, exactly what he's up to.
They let the dogs off the leash for a second, but wasn't moving towards top side. It looks like Grub's the intention here for Fnatic.
And this is something that we heard the guys on the analyst guys talk about at the start of the day. It's kind of shifting out of these poor matchups to make sure that your bot lane's going to be in a decent spot. So they get the early reset. Now they can get some pressure on this top side, look for some plates. And even though we have seen lane swaps disappear, like these are kind of the good timers you can look at. Go for the early void grubs. But again, it's like the reset, you can already look at Mickey going for the reset now, and you can constantly avoid these bad matchups, but Humanoid might need help.
On the wrong side of Rika there, flash hook, flash away from Humanoid. Shock blast just whispers past the back of his head.
That's X-Flash.
Yeah, and Bukada's here as well. Here we go, X-Flash, hook, oh! Humanoid unbinds his soul, but immediately it's met by the rest of SK. Nice reactions from Humanoid, but you can see
safely. And you just become this farming machine, but losing the mid lane makes these invades so much more dangerous. But
Bukada's been waiting here for a long time now. Mickey does have the unbreakable will. Goes in, will pop it, still stunned underneath the tower. They engage as well as Razork dives forward. Mickey with a good punt back will keep himself alive. Razork going in again with the second charge of his ultimate. Now he's caught out. Hero's entrance. He pops it the unstoppable. Rika underneath the tower already. Bukada's got one out of this. And Fnatic are in all sorts of hurt. Bukada gets a double. The tower dive goes all kinds of wrong.
I'm surprised that they end up starting that play off with Mickey. I assume they go for Razork.
Collapsing from the top side as well as Loopy is still going for this chase. Those hounds behind Neferi will stop Loopy from finding a follow-up engage, because if you dredge line, you're just going to hit a hound. But for the moment, SK gain control of the bot side of River, and with it, their second dragon of the game, only 11.5 minutes in.
Yeah, and they end up dropping the void grubs. They got one on top to move down into this position to cover, so they get the dragon. Should be in a position as well to try and move up towards this top side if they want to. SK are able to push back out and get played for themselves as well. So again, SK answering really well to what Fnatic are doing.
You go for the dive here. Luke is looking for Humanoid with the fate unbound. Jumps back in, but is just knocked back. There's a TP behind as SK will notice that Oscarinen's on his way, but so is Genax, and he's just completed Leandri's. Oscarinen knocked back, stunned up, and he's burnt to an absolute crisp. SK have a barbecue going as Razork jumps in with a Hound's Pursuit, trying to get onto Kedui. There's the untargetability as well, but Kedui's able to clear out the minions in time, and with the rest of SK, Mickey can't find an avenue to approach that fight. Razork's going to get forced out of the back of the pit, and it will be 4 grubs over to 2. I think SK invested a little bit too much in the bot side, so weren't able to even that out at 3 apiece. And importantly as well, if they had managed to get all 3 of that second spawn, they would actually have the feats of war.
I think the fact, though, that you don't have Rika with Flash, and you're also down the Rift Tower, makes it really difficult for you to try and contest on towards this Mountain Dragon. The ability to take down mid tower. Oh,
Rika's just TPing. Razork almost caught out. Depth charge is going to land on him over the wall there. Genax still chasing Oscarinen. Mickey going in, immediately down to half HP. Humanoid coming in from the side as well, but doesn't have that fate seal. No ultimate for him. Dredge line, Hero's entrance. Mickey's already down. SK just back away. And without Rika and Genax, really, they've already picked up 1 kill. Now they have the dragon secure as well. SK are going to be on soul point 17 minutes in with a 2,000 gold lead over Fnatic.
I can't believe SK made that work. I was about to say, Fnatic have a target in an upcoming fight. You go towards Rika, even with the flashes available on Mickey, and just try and win out the fight by taking out the SK mid laner. But SK TP down, they get the kill, they get a tower. Here's the position on the map. I need to be Loopy syncing up really well, and now Oscarinen's caught as well.
He's going to get the aftershock proc. Dredge line will slow him down into the staggering blows. The chase continues. Genax has the equalizer here. Oscarinen trying to get away from the harpoons. The equalizer going to be used. There's another dredge line. Equalizer comes out. Oscar has to flash. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, we saw Bakuda getting chased. Have a look down here. It's all plated steel caps. It's all armor being built for SK. The only AP threat really is Oscarinen. He's gone that Hollow Radiance build. Now has the Haunting Guise, but isn't going to be doing too much magic damage in these fights as of yet. SK in a commanding position in the game. We'll take the Rift out as well. Atakan up in 30 seconds time. The next Drake 3 minutes away still, but SK, they're just going to start to...
Mickey's done a really smart job of moving down here for Genax.
Genax does have the flash. Mickey goes in. Q3 knock him into the face, sealed. Already, Genax very low, flashes away, gets the scrap shield, needs to clear out these minions as well. Humanoid tanking the tower is not what they wanted. Genax still has the...
destroyed the ward that was deep in the bush of SK, so now it's only just this limited view that Fnatic have.
Next flash forward by Mickey immediately. Dredge lined up, he goes in for the engage. Oscar Winning looking forward as well as Razork dives very deep. The hero's entrance for the follow-up. Both Lupa and Rika have to flash away. Bukada coming in with the Glacial Prism. Genax not here for the fight. Bukada doing so much work as Humanoid's forced away, as is Razork. Kedwi will take him. Oscar Winning now running for the hills alongside Mickey and Upset, but Oscar will not escape the depths of the jungle. SK find 2. Dragon available to them. No jungler on Fnatic.
Fnatic went so deep, but they just couldn't get the kills as quickly as they'd like. SK managing to scramble back into the fight and come out on top. That's going to be Mountain Soul in game number 1 for SK.
What a performance from SK. Bukade 4-0-3 on this Sejuani. Rika having a stormer of a game as well, and it's not just Mountain Drake, it is Atakan alongside it. It is Baron up in 2 minutes time. SK all at 2 items as well. You can see Fnatic getting there. But Oscar is still a little bit behind. Humanoid trying to find what he can on the top side of the map because it is only a 2,000 gold difference, but Mountain Soul obviously going to add, especially when you have...
Difficult for SK to try and get control. They're trying to use Baron now to bait the rest of Fnatic up into this top side. 30 seconds until Elder Dragon. They realize they have no control bot, so let's play for top side.
Genax not with the team right now. Fnatic are beginning to step forward here. Bukada just keeping the Baron aggro. Now it's the Hounds doing so. Genax goes in for Mickey. Unbreakable Will is popped. That's a big... was met with a verdict of guilty as SK turn their eyes towards the Elder. Now Fnatic could go mid-prio into Baron, just try and pull SK around the map, and that's exactly what they're doing right now as Kedwi and Bukada are sticking on the Elder. Oscar winning down to half HP. Mickey on his way back out of base. Depth Charge going to land onto Razork. Loopy flashes with the staggering blows, lands the hook as well, and Kedwi jumps across to shut down Razork. No chance of a steal anymore as SK do their due diligence, kill off the enemy jungler, and now will secure the Elder. Genax flashes forward, Hero's entrance popped as well from Oscar in to save his AD carry. And that was Genax on his lonesome. Just
high value out of these ultimates and these abilities that don't net kills, but they just net control of areas.
It's super patient as well. It's really easy when you see a fight like that to be like, oh, well, we're getting the Elder, we can just go for this fight towards mid lane as well. But they're patient about it, they back off a little bit. Genax puts the equalizer down, Razork is cooked.
He's gone. Oh. He's gone. No,
he's gone. There's the Elder. A final little bit of a blowtorch to kill him off in the end. Bukada on the chase here as well. Well, perhaps we've seen why we don't see Neferi dagged up. One game left, just bouncing off the ropes onto the mat. SK have dominated them.
And now they're just going to continue this push forward. Fnatic trying desperately to hold on to the midway, but SK are coming in.
The hook again onto Humanoid. Look at the damage immediately. Humanoid trying to get away from this one, but Bukada is having none of it. The Elder lasers coming in, and SK, that was demolition. It's 13-2. Where was this SK in winter? Where were you hiding them?
Well, apparently they were in the LFL because Bukada and Kadui joined the roster. They command the early game, shutting down Fnatic. And just like that, SK take down Fnatic in game number 1.
Fnatic are very happy we have best of 3s back in the LEC right now. All to do is keeping on top of him because of that hyper as well, where you get the extra movement speed. Where Razork is going right now. Ooh, Loopy with a good engage, but there's the heal, and Razork is here, waiting and raring to go. Loopy should be the target, won't be able to get close enough to a wall to flash away. First blood over to Fnatic, Upset having to burn a lot there. Cleanse went down, Mickey goes back in onto Kedwi. Did step a little bit further up than perhaps he needed to, but Kedwi doesn't have to burn anything to get away. He was a bit quieter in the early game. As the game went on, he was really able to take it over as Bukada went back for a re-invade here, trying to steal away this Gromp. Both of them do have their smites. Bukada, I believe, is the one who secures it. Razork now sitting on 3 camps in total.
But Mickey here to cover.
Bukata was just trying to get the flash out of Humanoid there. Charm does go down. Mickey gets the knocker. Bukata not tanking, but he's not tanky either. We'll be able to escape with that shield in the end. Doing a good job of keeping up in farm at least. As Rika does get over to level 6 first here. Dashes in with the Spirit Rush. Look for some more damage on Humanoid, who is 1 minion away from 6. We'll have to flash away from the Spirit of Deception coming back. Orb of Deception, that's the name of that Q.
Just keep himself in check. Loopy now coming in towards mid on Humanoid, but I don't think you win this.
Yeah, I don't think you do either. There's a tiny part of me is like, oh, he's got Ignite. Maybe he could just kill him.
Wait.
Maybe he could just kill him.
Wait, the heal should be back up in a second.
Kill him.
The heal's up in a second.
I think he might just kill him.
Okay.
I think he might just kill him. You got
General
no
doesn't actually have a huge amount of that damage in the early stages as long as you can dodge the true damage on the Orb Perception. But Mickey
Grand
should
Entrance
be
out. 10 Battle Dance to upset. You can see how much vision Mickey had around this area. So him taking that much of a chunk just because he wanted to face check into Loopy is a little bit fire coming out from Rika. Narm into the wall from Oscarinin. Genax. He should be okay. Builds up the Q, never mind. I thought Oscarinin was going to get knocked up before he could get that final
Next time
house.
you get the ult, you get that shield back, would have been able to survive, but now Loopy bot side.
Mickey's stunned. Nature's Grass coming out as well. Kedui dodging behind Loopy. The Twisted Advance in. Cease and desist. They're trying to kill off Razork as quickly as they can. Kedui needs another auto attack. Rika on his way down. Spirit Rush forward. Kedui still opening up. Has that red buff for the slows now. Hits another Mystic Shot. Rika going forward. Upset has the cleanse. Will flash early Charm. Just misses. And now here comes Humanoid. Fnatic want a piece more of this pie. Kedui going to be able to dodge to the side. Humanoid doesn't hit the Absconda duct. In back again from Boudica as they look for more fighting, but Rika kills off Humanoid. Bukada and Rika doing so much. What? Flash forward! Bukada on upset, the shutdown. SK turn it on his
Sure
head.
how much control he had over mid lane. Humanoid starting to drift down. I think made that the right call. Dragon for Fnatic started up though.
Rika going for the big rod build here on the Ari with that Rod of Ages. Will take a while to get stacked up. You do a ton of damage and you're really tanky, which is the reason people go for it these days. True Shot Barrage coming in, takes Razork down to about 2/3 HP. Humanoid's going to steal away the Spirit Rush. Bukata going in, upset their target, has no flash, does still have the cleanse. Kenway jumped on, but the charm from Rika is going to catch out Humanoid. Razork's already killed off Bukata. Oscarinin TPing in as well. Genax does have a TP to follow, but does he really want to come in as Oscarinin begins to open up and Kedui is sent packing. Good charm from Rika again. Oscarinin enough health to almost go mega. Loopy forced away by Humanoid, who flashes over the wall, still stunned by the crash down knock up. Rika TPs away from bot lane, knowing he was in for a world of hurt down there. In the end, Loopy, is he going to sack here? So those gold leads, only Rika still ahead, but less ahead than he was a couple of moments ago. Bukata here trying to steal away one of these grubs. Should be able to secure one and then just jump out of the back of the pit. That will be 4 in total for SK. The Dragon stacking was started for Fnatic, but we're still 4 minutes away from the next Drake's spawn. So let's take a stock of where we are in terms of game state. Only 300 gold between these two teams. The big leads in mid lane for SK and in top lane for Fnatic. Oscarinin coming out swinging in this game.
And waiting by, but now may get caught.
They go in, last breath immediately used. Oscarinin cease and desist to stop the double bounce. Bukada!
I mean, really well played. Still though, Dragon gonna go across the Fnatic on this bottom side. You kind of need Loopy now to play 2-man, both between bot lane and mid, but bot's kind of gone wrong.
I think Humanoid's just looking for damage here. I don't think he expects to kill Rika. I think it makes it so that Rika can't challenge around this Dragon. SK had decided to.
The problem is that Fnatic can now play up into here to force Kadui in back, and then they just move down into this bottom side to get the bot lane turret as well. So I think the fact that you got that damage actually leaves Rika really exposed here. He needs to try and reset, although, as I say, Fnatic actually not going to look for that play.
Yeah, Rika does have the TP. Genax was pushing for a tier 2 in the top lane and managed to secure it as well. So the gold swings in SK's favor. In exchange for the Dragon, SK got a kill top. Tempestuous for them if they did. You can see the TP behind by Oscarinin. That Rift Tower's going to charge in. The tower's going to go down. Nature's Grass coming out as well as SK begin to defend. The jump over from Loopy, jump in, there's the Magnus Sword from Loopy that will catch ball. The dive in from Mickey as well as Upset begins to open up. There's 2 already. They look for Rika as well, who's going to flash the wall. Abscond not quite in range, double flash into the charm. Oscarinin gets the shutdown. A great defense
being in threat is now a big issue for SK.
Upset's doing this solo. Loopy stepping forward, cease and desist. They immediately dive onto Upset. And Fnatic left him to the wolves. SK with a good collapse there. Oscarinin stepping in, doesn't have the flash. Can try and bounce that, but he knew. Oscar, you knew that they were here. What's he buying here? He's going to be able to run away. We'll get towards the Mega Gnar. Rika has another charge of that Spirit Rush. Bukada coming in as well. Look for that Bolt Breaker. Oscar winning. Going to go Mega in the bush. Bolt Breaker forward from Bukada. They're just chasing him out. Now, in the end, he should fall here. There's a possibility he finds some sort of miraculous way to escape, but I doubt so very much. It would be a great performance from Oscar if he does get out, but with the charm connecting, he will go.
Right. They're playing around, hey, we're jumping over the Dragon Pit, avoiding vision from Fnatic to set up these plays with the point-and-click CC from Bukada, whereas the plays that Fnatic are getting back are kind of SK overextended.
Oh, case in point. Case in point. Good job, Dagda. Highlighted it perfectly. And as you say, Loopy looking for the Blasco. Razzle still on vision. Upset bases. Razzle, there's the Magna Storm into the charm, into the Vault Breaker. Oh! Round of applause for SK. Patient. Razzle thought he was safe in the jungle, but now the third Drake, a non-factor for Fnatic. SK will take it. No enemy jungler. He's just gone Timber. And SK, 1,500 gold ahead is not the most monumental lead, but still slowing down Fnatic's Dragon stacking is huge as well.
Yeah, and even you can look at topside. Humanoid tried to look for a tower in response, but Loopy up there. Rika now does have ultimate.
He's being TP behind.
Yeah. He has ult though.
Okay, so he's going to Spirit Rush forward, misses the charms onto Mickey. Will Spirit Rush over the wall here. Mickey will follow with the Grand Entrance, can't quite land it. Upset goes in with the Killer Instinct though when Rika's dead. Oh, okay, so Rika and Jack.
Count to 3.
Yeah, count to 3. That's better, because I was going to say a 3-letter word called stop, but that's 4 letters, obviously. Doesn't quite connect the way you want it to. TP behind by Oscar winning. There's SK, maybe overextending a little bit in the mid lane. Cease and desist going out. Bukada able to flash away. Kedawi dodges the Gnar, but still stunned up with the wallop. The chase continues for Upset. Mickey going in with the quickness. Kedawi's going to get himself to safety. Charm onto Genex. Loopy down. Genex tried to take the Hex Gate there. In the end, won't be able to escape. Fnatic find another couple.
SK looked dizzy on that one.
Away, Bukada going down towards the bottom side. It feels like both teams do need to take a second. Just like, hey guys, chill. We don't need to push in the side lane. I love it too.
Yeah, no seconds. Go, go, go.
Go for the Atakan. Janek's going to TP in. Mickey, Razzle, and Humanoid here first. Upset coming in as well. Does have that killer instinct. Loopy can look for the engage. Humanoid trying to do what he can from the side. Mickey doesn't have the quickness as of yet. The charm's going to land on him. Nature's Grass coming out. Kedawi able to stand towards the back of it. Mickey dives back in. Very low. Loopy giving Humanoid an Upset at bay as it's Rika who secures the Atakan. And now Razzle in the middle of SK. But now with SK separated, Genex trying to dance around through all of them. Upset takes the first. Humanoid chasing forward for more. There's 2. None of the petals picked up by SK either. Fnatic, you're going to dive the towers, you're going to look for more. Rika, look at that charm. Oscar in and tanks the tower. Rika still has the flash, doesn't use it to get away from the Gnar. The shutdown with the True Shot Barrage. Kedawi dashing forward, Twisted Advance coming out as well. Bukada trying to get onto Upset, but Mickey Razzle can Upset a 3-man wrecking crew. Rika trying to dash back with that Orb of Deception. Oscar in from the side, lands on long range Boomerang. Mickey with a Gleaming Quill, just short. Fnatic have found 4, but they're looking to make it 5. Rika able to escape alive for now. All of Fnatic are low. Now Rika, you got a flash, but you got a minion wave there too. Boomerang just short, charm going wide as well as Rika can't quite connect. Upset will look for the Void Seeker. Oscar will look for the Boomerang. Can you play the angles, Rika? Flash charm a possibility. He's trying to execute, I think. Charm goes wide. Upset takes the kill with the Akathian Raid.
The causes issues. Baron now as SK are coming back out.
Baron begun for Fnatic. Humanoid here up towards the top side. Mickey keeping Bukada at bay. Nature's Grass coming out. There's the Baron. And Bukada separated from the rest of SK. And this is more like what you expect to see from Fnatic. They find the Baron. They find
is very low as well. Fnatic trying to get as much value on this push as they can. It looks like to try and complete 3rd items before that dragon spawns.
Mickey spotted by Loopy, and Loopy spotted by Mickey, and Humanoid's there to join the party. Loopy jumps across the wall. Janex kills off Razzle towards the top side. Cease and desist, stolen away into the Killer Instinct. Upset now unstoppable. A jungler to get him back towards the dragon. It is only sole point for Fnatic. If they get it, SK could decide not to watch and just go and push some other lanes, but instead they're looking for a piece of the action. Quickness out from Mickey. Bukada flashes and smites it away, steals it, goes in with the season desist. The last breath follow-up from Genex onto Upset. The redemption coming out. Upset will be healed in time. Genex can't quite get in range. Genex finds him up towards the backside though. Kedawi, Rika and Loopy trying to survive. Kedawi's going to jump away. The charm going out as well onto Razzle. Humanoid steals away the True Shot Barrage. Will aim it at Loopy, but it's not going to hit. It hits Kedawi instead. Rika's still trying to flash away himself. Kedawi down. Razzle and Oscar in and chasing forward. The charm on Oscar. He goes mega in time to keep him alive. In the end, Upset and a Drake.
I also just want to highlight, I love the itemization from Oscar and coming into this one. The fact that you get both the random ones.
Razzle going in with the Nature's Grasp. Immediately they jump onto Upset, who's going to have to Killer Instinct away. Cease and desist going in from Humanoid. Genax looking for the flank position here as well. Kenewi's already very low, as is Loopy. Loopy falls first. Humanoid healed up with the redemption just in time. Bukada able to jump away across the wall. It's only Loopy down as of yet. Upset could look for a little bit more damage here. A Prey Seeker. So they're okay. They know that Fnatic haven't started it. Oscar is going to be the one to accept the wave, and now SK can push in together. Humanoid can come from that top lane as well. Mickey getting chased out. Vault Breaker forward from Bukada. Needs to be careful of overextending a bit here. Nature's Grasp going to come out. Bukada the immediate target, and I said he needs to be careful of overextending. He has gone way too deep. Taken out by Upset. The collapse from Fnatic, perfect. Bukada just isolated with that Nature's Grasp. Kenewi now trying to put the damage down into Oscar Winning. The Baron has been begun. Oscar Winning dashing forward, but couldn't quite land it. Magnusor coming out as well as Mickey is locked up. Kenewi quickness charmed. The Baron resetting. Razzle going back in. Cease and desist on the back line. The Humanoid already down almost. Genax goes in with the last breath. Razzle the first to fall. Mickey going down as well. Only Upset still standing. SK have out Team for Fnatic.
In a 4 versus 5 as well. That was Fnatic. It's a Fnatic.
Upset has no flash. What we got, Rika, flash charm a possibility here. They might just look for the inhib instead. They will open up the inhib tower. SK somehow find a last breath of life when it looked like Fnatic were just going to secure the Baron and take the game. 10 seconds left on Mickey, 20 on Humanoid, 15 on Razzle. Only Upset left to defend, and Loopy flashes forward. Upset, you got a stopwatch, but all you can do is stop time for a second as you watch SK collapse. Mickey dashing in, grand entrance on Rika. Is it going to be enough? The answer is a resounding no. SK